Hello, I'm Mike. In this video I'm going to be talking about belief systems and how they affect your self-concept and attitude. So what are beliefs anyway, and what are they designed for? Beliefs are designed to help guide us to know what will lead us to pain and what will lead us to pleasure. According to Anthony Robbins in his book Awaken the Giant Within, Robbins states, whenever something happens in your life, your brain asks two questions. Will this lead me to pain or pleasure? And what must I do now to avoid pain or to gain pleasure? The answers to these questions are based on generalizations. Generalizations are simply the identification of similar patterns. For example, you've probably seen enough doorknobs and door handles in your life that the next time you go to use one, even if it's a new doorknob and it's a different design than you're used to, you have the generalization or assumption that it will do the same and open the door. Or say that you eat an apple each morning for breakfast, and each time that apple is delicious. You can generalize that the apple that you eat tomorrow morning will be delicious based on past experiences. So generalizations are great and they help us make sense of the world. Unfortunately, generalizations can oversimplify areas in one's life and create limiting beliefs. For example, say a person goes on a diet and they fail several times. Now this person might interpret that they are a failure or that they are incompetent. They may start to believe that they can't do it, and it may become a self-fulfilling prophecy. According to Robbins, most of our beliefs are generalizations about our past, based on our interpretations of painful and pleasurable experiences. The challenge is threefold. 1. Most of us do not consciously decide what we are going to believe. 2. Often our beliefs are based on misinterpretation of past experiences. And 3. Once we adopt a belief, we forget it's merely an interpretation. We begin to treat our beliefs as if they are realities. To demonstrate more on how generalizations are created, I'm going to read an excerpt from this book, Psychobabble by Donna Blitzen. It's a book about neuro-linguistic programming. Our five senses, sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell, take in 2 million bits of information at any one moment. Our conscious mind, however, is only able to take in approximately 126 bits of information during the same time period. In order to compensate for this vast difference, the mind filters the events our senses take in by deleting, distorting, and generalizing the information through our language, memories, attitudes, values, beliefs, decisions, etc. We then make an internal representation of the world we are taking in with pictures, sound, and feeling. That puts us in a state of mind which can change our physiology that affects our behavior. We are in a constant state of flux where our physiology can affect our attitudes just as easily as our behavior can affect our language. So taking a look at this diagram, information comes in and gets filtered by our language, memories, decisions, meta-programs, which is basically, if you see over here, it's how you react to information given due to your personality traits and how you perceive information, your values, beliefs, and attitudes. They get distorted, information gets deleted, and the generalizations that we talked about earlier, everything gets filtered through that way. Then there are internal representations that are in the mind, pictures, sounds, feelings, smells, tastes, and self-talk, which puts you into a state of mind, which affects your behavior, which affects your actions and results. And it also changes your physiology, which is your biochemistry of your body, your posture of your body. So basically, beliefs can affect all of these things, including your body itself. Yale professor and best-selling author Dr. Bernie Siegel did several experiments which showed how the belief systems one has in their mind actually does affect the biochemistry in someone's body. Dr. Bernie Siegel worked with several different people with multiple personality disorders. With the potency of the different beliefs between the different personalities, he noticed as each person changed from personality to personality, there were noticeable differences in the biochemistry. In fact, as people changed from personality to personality, he noted that things like the people's eye colors would actually change, and people with regular high blood pressure would change depending on what personality they would switch to, and their diabetes and blood pressure issues would switch on and off depending on which personality it would switch to. So with all of that, we can clearly see how generalizations can affect our belief systems, can create limiting beliefs as to who we are, what we are capable of, and has a heavy impact on what our attitudes are and how we perceive ourselves. In the next video, I'm going to explain how we can go about reframing our limiting beliefs and changing them into more empowering beliefs.